right, we are live. So,
Awesome.
good morning, Sandy. My name is Pat Hammer. I'm the East Coast VP of Sales for Anderson Coffee. Thank you for having me out here for the bid negotiation.
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Hammer. How are you today?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So I understand you have my request for bid currently,
Yes, that is correct.
and you've had a chance to review this request for bid.
Yes, so I did take a look through the proposal. So I know that we had originally spoken earlier, and it seemed that we would be going into request for bid a little earlier. So, once I heard back from you, I was excited to be called in for this. So I'm just wondering what changed that you had a last minute change of heart to bring us back in at coffee.
Yeah. So we've had a chance to review your coffee. We're very pleased with it. We think it'd be a good fit for our um, businesses over here. And we were just a little bit concerned at the overall price point of the coffee. Um, and I was wondering if you had a chance to review the proposal in terms of maybe some of the other aspects of the proposal in terms of anything other than price that maybe you had some issues with, maybe the equipment, packaging, delivery schedules, those
Yeah,
types of things.
absolutely. So I know that one of the things that we were concerned about was the delivery. We don't have any really other customers out there, so we tried to, get the cost down as low as possible for delivery while building that into the price and still giving you the best price possible. Um, so I see that the current price that we have on the table is $7.94, and after all of the considerations and like you mentioned the equipment and everything to that extent, we felt that this was the best price that we could offer. Most of the clients that we have are paying about $8.10 per pound. So, with all things considered, what was the price that you guys were looking for?
Definitely a bit lower than the 77.94 price point. I know you guys have a price of about $6 with Colonial Williamsburg. So I was hoping that we could maybe, lower it to something closer to that, perhaps.
Okay, no, and I totally understand. So like I said, the way that we base our pricing is we take all things into consideration. So the rest of the bid agreement, and then on top of the delivery costs associated with it and the quantity ordered, we do find that the optimal price, which is a great deal, with all of the research and development that we put into our coffee, that the 7.94 is a great deal. I know you mentioned the deal that we have with one of our other competitors. They do order a substantially larger amount of coffee. They're closer to our network, so we don't have to pay all of the delivery fees. And the contract itself is just entirely different, which is why we were able to offer them a better price. But as I said, Anderson Coffee, we do put a lot of money and investment into our research and development, and you're getting not just coffee, but you're getting more or less an experience out of it. So we do feel that the price is fair.
Okay. So you mentioned delivery frequency. What would be a more acceptable delivery frequency? And if we were to extend it out, would that price point be able to come down in any way?
So I think as far as the frequency, I think we're more or less comfortable with the frequency. We'd be looking to sell more of a higher quantity. So or would you guys be interested in increasing the amount of coffee that you're ordering from us?
So we don't need any significant increase in the amount of coffee ordered. However, I do think we offer a significant advantage over a company like Colonial Williamsburg, as we'll be able to bring significant amount of exposure to your coffee brand through our distribution services, through our customers, and we strongly feel that exposure would be able to offset maybe a price decrease, because you'll gain significant amounts of exposure through us selling your brand of coffee.
Right. And I know that you guys are connected to the School of Hospitality. So you do have a lot of students that are graduating and potentially going into the hospitality business. And if they
Correct.
see our coffee, you know, hopefully they could bring that with them.
Right.
Um, so for that reason, we could be a little more lenient on price. I don't think we're going to get down to the $6 mark. But we could, potentially cut off another, 10 to 15 cents per pound.
So 10 to 15 cents per pound would only bring us down to about 780. Um, is there any other considerations within the other aspects of the request for bid that we could potentially work with? Like, for instance, if we were to adjust the coffee filter aspect of the contract, would we be able to
Mhm.
potentially bring that price down to maybe something closer to $7?
So right now we're within the bid, we're expected to provide all coffee filters, as
Right.
well as some of the equipment.
Right.
So, is it possible that the Statler Hotel would remove this from the contract and they would have their own equipment and then, the coffee filters completely out?
If we were to do that, where would we be able to get the price point down to?
Um, so if we were to take the equipment and the coffee filters out, what price point would you be looking at?
We would be looking at something closer to what are they paying? Maybe a 650 price point.
So we're not gonna that would not bring us down to the 650 price point, unfortunately. However, if we take the equipment out and if you want, we could leave the filters in. We could do something closer to 755.
755 is still going to be a little bit above what we're looking to pay. If we take the filters out as well, and
70.
then maybe do a $7 price point, would you guys be comfortable with that?
So let's see. With the filters out, we could do 730. So 30 cents,
730.
seven, yeah, 30 cents more than the price you're looking at right now.
So, I mean, if we can get that down to 720, I would say let's make a deal right now.
720.
Yeah,
How about we meet in the middle, 725?
I would be I'd be very comfortable with that. 725 would work for us.
Okay. So just to reiterate what the new terms are, and we can send out a new bid.
Of course.
So that's taking out the equipment and the coffee filters, and that's bringing us down to 725 per pound.
Correct.
Okay. So on behalf of Anderson Coffee, we would be happy to make that deal with you and partner with the Statler Hotel.
Awesome. And on behalf of Salter Hotel, we appreciate your business and we're looking forward to, doing future business with you.
Great. Thank you. We will get that new bid over to you. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks.